your range.
Okay, hi there. Here's the thing, I been talking about efficiency. I've been thinking about efficiency of the car, and I was in a traffic queue down in Portland last week. Spent an hour in traffic, moving every few seconds forwards, coming down from the town, going back into Weymouth because of roadworks. Okay, this sort of stuff happens. And I was looking at the range, and I started off with 123 range up here, which I know is only indication, but it's a pretty good indication. And then I travelled a mile, and it went down a mile. Travelled another mile, went down another mile. So in that hour, I travelled about 3 miles and used 3 miles up at the projected range. But if I'd been sat there in an ICE car, in my old car, I would have probably been idling at just under 1000 RPM, which is about 30% of its most efficient speed. When in top gear, I'd be doing about 60 to 70 in that car before. And being very efficient, I'd be getting my maximum fuel range then of about 45, I suppose, being realistic. But it's doing 1000 RPM, so it's a third of that. It was probably doing about 10 to 15 miles to the gallon, with the added issues of strain on the stop starting, revving a little bit, move forwards, braking to stop. And so the comparison is that in the EV there was no real loss of efficiency, whereas in the ICE I lost about 70% of the efficiency. So that puts in a picture. If I had a similar amount of fuel capability range-wise to be able to do 120 miles in the car, in reality, in that type of traffic, I'd have only managed to spend 40 miles in that traffic queue, if you see what I mean. Whereas I could have continued on in the EV for the full 120 something. So there you go. And here's just like little projections. I've just travelled next to nothing really. I've just travelled about 5 miles coming down off a hill. Started off over here with the accelerating up a hill, standard sort of stuff, then came down off the hill and recouped all this lovely regen here. The end result being that instead of the 163, if I carry on as I'm doing, I could do 795 with that amount of battery. Now that's not going to happen because I'm going to start going uphill again and it's going to come back closer to 163. But what I'm trying to say here is the terrain makes a huge difference, and also it's really efficient. By explaining this to you helps me to understand it. So this isn't solid here, this is just ramblings and musings. So I hope you understand that. Another little thing whilst I'm watching it, I'm not parked up, I'm still in gear, and the car shows the, do you see that? The red lights showing on the back of the parked car as I'm beside the road here. Neat, eh? Right, cheers, thanks for listening, bye.